The t-shirt we play Nintendo Wii. I'm gonna ask a question now, right, about Pokemon. You know the main character of the story in Pokemon. How many items can he put in that bag of the thing? Because they have a bag, right? I wonder how the heck did they manage to put a bicycle in the bag? Do they somehow like take it apart automatically? It's like one of those jigsaw puzzles you can fix automatically. Because that's the weirdest thing they ever did. It's weird how he gets on the bike like and rides it, or you know, and just wondering what he does to get the secret of the main character. What he does when he gets off the bike is that he's not there. My other question, right, about Pokemon. He wears running shoes, right? Even though you don't actually see his running shoes in the color combination. Yet, if a main character wore well in terms of boots, you don't see him with running shoes. What's up with that? And it's a good question, this one. This is one good question. How the heck did Nintendo develop a Pokemon game and put Game Freak on their games? I mean, shouldn't it be just called Game Network or something? I mean, after all, Game Inc. for some reason. Game Freak just seems a bit lethal. Why isn't Game Freak with Sega Sonic Team? Why isn't Sonic Team licensed by Game Freak? As you know, if they're going to make an adventure game and mix it with RPG, it should be licensed by Game Freak as well as Sonic Team and Sega, if it's going to be fully that type of game. Last but not least, where the heck did they get the idea to mine in a Pokemon game? Why the heck did they? I mean, by the time that bag is full of items, you think, oh, this is too heavy, I got a bike as well and I can't carry that. You know, just wondering, what do they do with all the items? I mean, they can't really sell it automatically in the Pokemon game. Still, Pokemon games are good, it just doesn't make any sense in reality. Never did they? And in Pokemon, the first movie, I was always wondering why they never actually did the same thing to Lion King. And Nostalgia Critic made a good point about it. Why don't they do the same to bring Simba's father back? Cry, you know? That just actually makes sense. I mean, after all, they did it with Pokemon. Why not the Lion King? That is way creepy. I'm sorry, but the only Pokemons I never got around to saying this, but I realised how annoying there's one Pokemon that I hate the most. He goes, yeah, Meowth, that's right, Meowth, that's right. I'm so blooming annoyed, fed up of Meowth. He carries on and says, that's right, Meowth, that's right. I mean, what? He's sticking to his motto and he's still saying that's right? I mean, motive, what he is a Pokemon? That's just lame. I thought SNARF, I think people are taking SNARF too serious and saying I hate him because he speaks. But have you heard Scrappy do as well? He's terrible. I found him annoying, Scrappy do in Scooby-Doo. It's a good thing they just sort of made him evil in the live action movie, because he was kind of annoying in the series. I agree with Nostalgia Critic there. But it's just questions of the questions with the Pokemon. I was just asking, why are people finding SNARF annoying than they do with Scrappy Doo? And why the heck are they finding other excuses like, oh, it's good that they didn't put voice in and stuff. I think it's wrong. You know, constantly. But don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna jibber jabber about the whole thing. But Pokemon, seriously, do you know what is a wonder why people don't say who's worse than SNARF? Meowth. And who's worse than Meowth? Scrappy Cornelius Doo. Scrappy Doo. From Scooby-Doo. In this mystery series. It's just so annoying. And literally getting people into danger. This is another question I don't understand though. In the Sonic game, why do people compare rings to donuts? I mean, Sonic, they might be diet donuts. There might be like less sugar, or maybe they just like flavorless donuts. Maybe they just cheese with ring, like a sort of ring-shaped cheese or something. Or maybe they just something that. No wonder Sonic's getting nightmares. Maybe it's because he eats cheese with chili dogs or something. I don't know. They just chuck cheese in with chili dogs? What? Yeah, I mean, he chucks every ingredient in a chili dog. But the core question is, why does Sonic collect all those rings, and where does he keep them? He can't keep them in his bag, because that wouldn't make any sense. So where does he keep his rings? Seriously, in a jet? In the thing? No, they were created from somewhere. They were created from rings. No, I mean Chaos Emeralds. The rings were. So apparently we make sense about that. But in the cartoon or Saturday morning cartoon, did you know this? It was made by Sonic's uncle. And Chuck invented the power ring using the energy from a power crystal known as the Power Stone. So, yeah. The other question. What is a Sonic game? Why does Mario always wear that flipping mustache and never takes it off? Everything about him is amazing, but didn't you ever get fed up of maybe like Mario in a video game? And what does he do with all that power stuff, and where does he keep them? I mean, doesn't he disintegrate or something when he's invincible? I'm not sure if they kill Mario off, but if they do, that's how I think of Mario. They should be like burnt to a crisp, you know. I'm gonna reach for the stars tonight. Sonic and Sonic Colors, right? Music. Why does it say that when it should be on a Mario game? That song should be in Mario. I'm feeling this is right. I am Mario, 'cause I'm gonna keep on coming. I'm gonna reach for the stars. And then burn Mario to a crisp. They should do that in a parody. I also think the same with Bowser. Like, maybe like, do you want this Power Star Crush? Like a Power Star Crusher or something, or maybe a Mushroom Crusher. Do you want this Mushroom Mario Crush? Like, you know, that'd be awesome. You see Dr. Eggman with a Chaos Emerald in his hand, he's like, do you want this Chaos Emerald? Sonic said, I don't know why you're being so nice. And literally crushes it. Why? Why did they do that in the Chili Dog one as well with the classic Sonic? I mean, why? Why can't they do that with Mario? I don't get it. Yeah. That's all the questions I have. There's one question. If Sonic came out, right? Sonic and Knuckles, right, came out with a game together, which they should, but they never do it because they should have Sonic and Knuckles team up in the video game, and they should do that. They should call it Sonic and Knuckles, and it should be a remake of the old Sonic 3 game. I reckon that's a good idea, putting modern Sonic in the Sonic 3 and Knuckles game, but it's called Sonic and Knuckles. It's not called Sonic the Hedgehog and Knuckles the Kid. It's called Sonic the Knuckles, which is kind of cool. It's just, it would be a good idea if Sega could come up with it, but that's if you believe me. So yeah, what do I think of Nintendo? The Wii is good, but the Wii U, I think on that, seriously. Does it play GameCube games? Well, that's up to you. But I'm only saying that as long I got it, the Wii, just to play GameCube games. You know, I didn't buy it for sports or anything, because you can do sports in real life anyway. So yeah. But yeah, Nintendo fails on the Wii U, but it's really rules, and they triumph when it comes to the Wii and the GameCube. You know, because two games mashed together is cool. And that's the reason to get it. It's a wonder why stuff. That's another question I want to ask. It's going to be quick anyway. Why haven't they brought out Star Fox Assault on the Wii? Why wasn't there a Wii release of this game? Why did it release it on GameCube? Is there an actual reason to release it on the Wii? Because I don't understand why they don't release it on the Wii. Please, Nintendo, if you can't release it on the Wii, at least try to release it on the Wii U. You failed this time with Nintendo fans asking this question, I believe, and I was wondering that myself. I also like to see a more modern version of Bucky O'Hare's video game, and I'd like to see a new animated series of the remake of Bucky O'Hare. But I'm just wondering. I also like to see more Sonic comics in newsagents, because if they can bring out the American comics in Forbidden Planet, just asking, can they please at least release them in the newsagent, or Sonic the comic version, or Sonic the Hedgehog comic, UK edition version? Maybe save it and turn it into a UK version of Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic X, anything. As long as it's something we can actually read and relate to, when we can't say that we complain about electricity going off all the time. So sayonara for now, muchas gracias. I can't say more, but that's it. It's me for now, Andrew signing out. Sayonara, muchas gracias.